I spend a lot of time working with clients. So clients that come to me wanting to feel better in their life, and this is something that I actually designed for myself. So it was like it was born in my kitchen. It was something that I wanted to take for my own vitality. I've been studying Chinese medicine and Ayurveda and other herbal practices for many years.
Behind the practice.
Welcome to Behind the Practice. We have an incredible product and team that we are featuring today. Jamison and Ty, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Tell us what this is.
Myconector is a raw honey infused with adaptogens and mushrooms. So it's designed as a foundational vitality product, daily foundational vitality.
Yeah, and I tried some, and I gotta say it was phenomenal. Tasted amazing. I felt amazing afterwards. I could see myself using it in tea. What led you, what's the origin story? What led you to this kind of creation?
I spend a lot of time working with clients. So clients that come to me wanting to feel better in their life, and this is something that I actually designed for myself. So it was like it was born in my kitchen. It was something that I wanted to take for my own vitality. I've been studying Chinese medicine and Ayurveda and other herbal practices for many years at that point.
Yeah.
And so my countertop was full of all kinds of things. And every morning I was mixing up a new formula for myself. And that started to I started to build the same thing over time, and then it turned into the honey.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it was working so well for me, I started offering it to my friends and my family, and then at that point, clients. And I was getting so much beautiful feedback from my clients about the results they were having with it that I made more and more and more, and that led me to him.
Yeah, and before we get to you, Jamison, you mentioned you started seeing some results within yourself. What were some of those results you experienced?
I've been an athlete for a long time, so mountain biking, climbing, backpacking, things like that, and I had a massive increase in my in all those areas.
Yeah,
and not only that, this is also designed as as a meditation tool. So I've been involved in a lot of meditation practices and spiritual practices over the years, and it enhanced that greatly.
Wow.
So,
and so you started seeing some client results, and that leads us to you, Jamison. What was your experience with it?
Yeah, specifically, once I started taking this, I saw a 20% increase across the board in my performance. So,
wow.
I'm a professional athlete. I've been an athlete my whole life. And the first thing I did is okay, let's see what it can really do. So I do planks every day. So I do 11-minute and 11-second planks.
Wow.
And I put this in my system, and then within 24 hours, I did a 16-minute plank. And I said, wow, what's going on here, Ty?
Okay, let's slow down. So an 11-minute to a 16-minute.
Yeah, 100%.
That's wild.
Yeah, exactly. And I also track with my Aura Ring, my HRV, my sleep, my resilience, those sorts of things. And they all started going in the right direction. And specifically waking up refreshed and ready to go the next day. My cognitive ability went up. It was just a better focus, better sleep. I started sharing with my family. I have two parents. They're 89 and 90. Anxiety ridden with what's going on in the world.
Sure.
Their sleep's stressed out. So once they started taking the product, they started to calm down, started to enjoy life a little bit more. And that really got me excited about what we could do, not only just for athletes and everything, but what could we do across the board with parents that are basically relying on big pharma at this point. How can we introduce an organic product that has such tremendous effects quickly? That has no side effects. The side effects is they're happy, they're less stressed.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. What was the moment you were like, oh, this is something not just for me and my friends, but this is a business, this is a brand that I want to really scale the impact of?
As I look out into the world, one of the biggest issues that a lot of people are facing is their stress levels. And if you look into the medical field, that is the number one cause of most disease and dysfunction. And so in my clients, that's what I was seeing clients for. They wanted to find ways of reducing their stress. So that was really why I wanted to bring it to the world, because I realized this is addressing that stress at a foundational level.
Yeah.
When we're stressed, we're not healing. We're not functioning properly. We're not sleeping well. We're there's there's it's a huge impact on our health. And so if I got this to more and more people, well, more people would be less stressed, they'd be healing, they'd have better attitudes, and they'd do better in the world. So my mission is to see people do better in the world.
Yeah.
And I believe in this product to help people at a foundational level. It's like get them to a place where then they can build on their capacity for higher states of vitality, which means higher states of creativity and love and wisdom.
That, and you guys decided to partner in the creation of this and the growth of this. Tell me a little bit about that partnership.
So I'll just say I went to, last August, I went through through a ceremony, and then Ty started working on my energy levels in my body, and he introduced Myconector to me at that time, of which obviously we're here today. And I said, how many people did you get this out to? What are you doing with it? And he was using it specifically for his clients. And I said, what if we could give this to the rest of the world? Would that interest you? And he's like, hell yeah, that interests me, right? So part of the whole story here is I was an 11-year Marine.
Thank you for serving.
You're welcome. And part of our community deals with a very high stress environment. So when we started to talk about how we could reduce that stress, I felt we could have a great impact with our military families. So part of why, my mission is, taking these military families, long deployments. We've been at war for a long time, and now it seems like we're back at war as of yesterday. So that means a lot more people in harm's way. That means a lot more stress. So how can we take this to military families, reduce that stress, and give them a ritual in the morning that they can rely on, and they know that's going to work for them, versus the alternative, which is, typically you're taking, pharma drugs to handle a problem. This is really at the root of basically calming yourself down, giving the energy, and allowing yourself to be your best self. So, it was amazing getting together. We started this only 5 months ago.
Wow.
Our other partner is phenomenal. He's a great brand strategist. We love our brand Alvara, and it's not just about the product. It's about a couple other things. I talk about the troops. We do Reboot the Troops. Okay. So our intention is really, when you buy one of these, if you're not in the military, that a military member would receive equal amount. So you're actually doing good, not just for yourself, but another member in the military. And then besides that, there's a heavy impact on bees in our world. A lot of people don't understand what's going on with 5G and the radiation, and then some of the chemical companies that are really killing off, which is a keystone species on our planet. So we have Stewards of the Hive, which is a part of our organization that can really help educate people about what's going on in our world in and around this keystone species, and not only what's going on, but what they can do about it in their communities.
Wow.
So our company is focused around really providing that education base, helping the troops out, and then really revitalizing yourself on a daily basis with 24 synergistic ingredients that are all organic. They all do beautiful things. They all have been researched, and they all have been used for thousands and thousands of years. So we're really just coming full circle back into where we believe people should start their day. With a great impact and be something bigger than themselves.
I mean, the bigger mission here, just kind of on a world global level, is being that kind of sacred steward of the hive, and making sure that we're honoring the natural world as we are stewards of it. And then on the human level, being able to support, I'm a family member of multiple members of the military, and I know the stress of, okay, what's happening in the world, how is this going to impact them and their partners, and I can only imagine the impact that this is having on family members and servicemen and women. That's beautiful. That's amazing. What 5 years from now, somebody starts discovering your work today, what do you hope they're saying then about what you're doing now?
Take that one.
I think I would hope that they're saying that they're inspired to also be good stewards of life. And that's life in their own bodies and life in their families, like more connected to nature, and that they're also inspiring other people to do that. So I hope that this has a ripple effect as it goes out into the world, and it creates this wave of people that are inspired to take better care of themselves and nature and their families, and all in our larger communities.
I think one thing Ty talked about earlier was you have an ability to reconnect with yourself and your own spirit. So I'd love to see more people reconnected with their own spirits in 5-10 years and doing it with a product like this. But this product is you utilize it, but it really comes down to taking that moment in the morning, giving your attention for the day, sitting with your kids and having them be intentional about what they're doing that day, how they're giving back, how they're grateful, what does their day look with and without it. I think with it, they're going to be in harmony. One thing to add, we haven't added, which is really, really cool about this product, that it does get infused with sound and frequency. And we believe that's really, really critical. And
Tell me more about that process.
Honey has a capacity of holding the frequency of sound better than things like water or other things. So it can absorb those frequencies, and it changes the constitution of it. And I think that, science is still coming around to have the capacity of studying these things in more depth. But we did some experiments a while back. In my healing practice, I work with sound on like massage tables. So I put people on sound experiences, and that changes their nervous system. That changes the state of their nervous system. And so it was just kind of an experiment that started that way. And I actually got a lot of feedback that the ones that I was making with the sound were better.
Wow.
So we're going to do more in-depth studies on that and see, kind of like get some more data on what is actually happening. But do infuse sacred frequencies.
That's amazing. I mean, it's combining, ancient sound healing techniques with natural, products. That's beautiful. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show. If people are like, I want some, how do I get some? Where should we send them?
So they can visit www.alvara, alvara.life. And we have a Nectar 25, Nectar 25 promo, so they get 25% off.
Great.
And we'd love them to join. We're also on Instagram at Alvara Vitality. So you come join us there, learn about what we're doing, how we're saving the bees, and become members of the Hive.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys so much. Make sure you click on the link below to get to get access to that promo code and to get your product. Listen, I tried it. It was amazing. Mix it into your tea. You're going to enjoy it. I'm Sean Quintero, host of Behind the Practice, and we'll see you in the next episode. Behind the Practice is produced by Next Step Social and Podcasting and hosted by Katie Brinkley and Sean Quintero. A special thank you to our guests today. This episode was recorded live at the Boston BioLife Functional Longevity Summit. A special thank you to the team that helped make this podcast happen.